We join our heroes as they continue to flee from Silver Rock, as the soldiers of Barristan Kench attempt to hunt them down after they broke free of their holding cell, thanks to the assistance of the enigmatic drow Yu and his grisly distraction. Having explosively parted with Yu, our heroes, along with their goblin companion Giblink and their prisoner, hide among the trees on the outskirts of Silver Rock as a series of soldiers ride along patrolling the roads. So it's been a couple hours since you parted with Yu, and you guys have made it out towards the forests of, on the outskirts of Silver Rock. There are soldiers that have been patrolling the roads every now and again. You're watching as, Giblink just came back to you after watching one ride down the road, or a series of them ride down the road and splitting off in different directions. Looks safe for now.
Well, I'm all ears, guys. What do we do from here? Suffice to say, we're criminals now. Again.
I did not do anything wrong.
It doesn't matter if you've done nothing wrong.
But jail is where bad people go.
Jails are where guilty people go, and the people with jails decide who that is.
Sometimes the law is tricky, and it doesn't always work.
Simple point is we gotta figure out what to do here. I mean, we can't go back to the city. We go back to this...
Oh, sorry. By the way, those were the first words that Wolfgang has uttered in the last couple hours.
Asva just kind of looks at him. We can't go back to the city. We're gonna be wanted there. Because, Daenerys, no matter what happened, you attacked the king.
Then let's heal him.
I don't even know how to heal him, because I don't even know what magic he was hit with. Is there any way of even...
Daenerys, you know this magic, yes?
I've only used that kind of magic once, and that was a life and death situation. Last time I saw it, we were up near Mitternacht. The blood literally boiled out of the man I hit it with.
Do I still have that obsidian carrier pigeon or crow?
The one from Miguel?
Yeah.
As long as it's in your inventory, then yes. It's trained basically to find him if you're trying to send out a message.
Oh, I can't send it to anybody?
It is keyed to him. It's basically a messenger that's to go back and forth between its creator and who he deems to go out.
All right. In that case, I'm going to write a message to Miguel, basically explaining our situation to him, and I'm going to request that he go to Dragon's Rest and basically protect my family.
All right. So you spend a couple minutes scrawling out on a little sheet of paper, and you summon the bird, and you wrap it around its leg with the little tie. It kind of squawks at you with this metallic tang to it.
Go to your master.
Shink, shink, shink. You hear the flittering of glass wings as it starts to fly off. And you lose sight of it really quickly as the sun begins to dip in the horizon.
Out of curiosity, what direction does it fly?
It flies off to the north, kind of northwest.
Okay.
Question is, where do we go now? How do we find a way?
We need a place that is safe and secure that we can work from.
Maybe we stop by looking at crossroads, see if we know places around here.
I want to at least
places preferably further from that.
No, they're going to assume we're running back to Dragon's Rest.
Yeah, maybe we go south instead.
I'd say the Hexwood.
No, they're going to be looking on us along that route.
Yeah.
We don't need to bring this crap down on the on the hag and stuff.
Cat lady. She's very nice.
I think we should head south. I think we should head southeast for a bit, then cut over.
Yeah, let's cut through forest for now.
Here's my only concern. We're going to need allies. If we're going to take on Solomon, if we're going to take on the Bleeding God, we need allies that are strong.
We're not a part of this anymore, Denier.
Yeah. Dude, we have to take care of ourselves right now.
Everyone knows about these threats now, but now we need to take care of our own. If we want any chance to have allies, we have to be an ally. We have to help Bahum.
You're a good person, Cat. You think strong, but right now, best we not end up back there. I don't want to see his blade a fourth time.
No.
I don't. Hear me out. We need to be his ghosts. Now, Denier, you can send off a message. Maybe we can contact someone who can know how we can help Bahoon and clear our goddamn names. But we cannot touch any place we've already touched. Because here's the freaking thing. When I used to live on the streets, yes. If you were in trouble, anyone you hung out with lately's in trouble. People who we love are about to get in trouble. However, if they don't know where we are, they don't know where we're going, they can play to ignorance, and it'll be the damn truth. We have to think about them and shit. And, like, I've been on my own for a long-ass time. We can make this work. Southeast or east, we need to make ourselves scarce until we can get some damn information. That's what I believe.
From now on, we do not have a home. And the only pack we have are ourselves and this tiny green man who I've been getting to like because he complimented me.
And the guy we captured,
Thanks.
by the way.
Yeah, hi, how you doing, by the way?
I look to the guy we captured.
He's got his arms tied around a tree. Could be better.
Yeah, fair enough.
Out of character, what was his name again?
Wallace.
Wallace.
What does Wallace look like? Because now he's traveling with us.
Now that Wallace is traveling with you, he is he has kind of a 5 o'clock shadow, mostly because he hasn't been able to shave while he's been out here with you. You know, he's got 5 o'clock beard. And he is of medium build, doesn't seem incredibly impressive. Since he has lost his helmet on the run out, you know that he has that kind of horseshoe balding pattern. Seems to be
excellent.
in his mid-30s. Definitely a career military guy.
I say we head east or southeast.
Yeah.
All right. Who knows where we're
Wallace?
going? We got it.
Mr. Wallace or just Wallace?
It's Wallace.
What?
Okay, Mr. Wallace.
I'm gonna squat, Slavic squat in front of him after copying Asmo.
So, we don't hate you. We just want to let you know that, okay? Because you seem really nervous. Times are bad, but sometimes bad times are just times that are bad. So, if you could just stick with that, we'd really much appreciate that. We won't let anything happen to you, best to our ability, but if you put yourself in danger, I don't think we can make any promises. So, you know.
Don't run off.
I just want my family to be safe.
They'll be okay as long as you stick with us, okay?
I probably think we took you as a hostage, or maybe you're dead. Hard to say.
Yeah.
One way or the other. You want to live, right?
Yeah. He nods.
Good.
And don't worry, there'll be food and water. You're not going to starve. Might be a little bit uncomfortable for a while, but it's like camping.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Which, by the way, we should probably get moving. I need to rest if I'm going to feed everyone, so we need to move.
All right.
Giblink goes and cuts the binds of Wallace and hops in the little papoose on his back. Forward. That way.
Oh my God! Is he master blastering him?
Basically.
Okay. Giblink has a Gundam.
You've noticed this, but Giblink's actually been limping and kind of like crawling a lot. His legs are fucked up. Like his tendons were all like slashed up. Due to the magical healing properties, they've kind of mended, but he has some real permanent nerve damage down there, it seems.
All right, everyone up.
Asmo looks at good old Wolfgang. Sees what he.
I was going to talk to him, but okay.
No. Okay. Asmo looks at Wolfgang. How's he looking?
How's Wolfgang looking?
He's just sort of staring off into the middle distance as his gaze is glassed over. He doesn't look angry or sad or anything right now. In fact, he's eerily calm.
Asmo picks him up by under the armpit. Up and at him there, trooper.
Right.
Come on. We got to get moving.
So we're going
by
by
the
code
way-
names again.
No, we'll figure that out. But by the way, I think I speak for everyone when I say, whenever you want to talk, man, you talk. If you don't want to talk, don't talk. It's all fine, all the same. Let's get going, guys. We need to be like his ghosts. We got to get the fuck out of here, and we got to go incognito.
The best way out is always through. Come on.
All right.
Wolfgang takes off his hat, puts it in his pack, takes off his jacket, puts that in the pack too.
All right, so you're walking around just kind of in just a little button-up shirt in your pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit sweat-stained and a little muddy from your travels right now, but
Do you have a vest over your shirt?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
God, thank God.
Woo!
All right, you guys begin to travel south through the woods as the sun is slowly but surely disappearing over the horizon. In the woods, you're not getting any sun anymore, but you can still kind of see the twilight through the canopy of the
I just want to
trees.
confirm on the map. Just want to confirm we're going like this direction.
You are right here, right now. Like, hold on, let me get the marker. So basically, don't snap to center. Don't snap to corner. No snapping. There we go. You're kind of right here right now. And you're starting to head south just to kind of, like, you're in the woods that you were in around here when you found Mr. Miner out this way.
Yeah.
And you're now just kind of making your way south, at least trying to get to the next crossroads so you can see what towns are around you.
Makes sense. We're gonna cut east as soon as we can.
All right. All right, so you make your way south. You kind of get to the edge of the woods, and you do find a crossroad around this point down here. It's been a couple hours of walking, so
We're
it's,
avoiding any major roads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You find kind of like a lonely crossroads out here, because anything out.
Does it look well traveled?
I mean, it's basically a dirt patch that looks like maybe a couple of wagons would travel it a week, maybe. But you do see a sign that would indicate what towns are around here. You just need to be able to go up to it and read it.
I do that.
Okay.
There's no one else.
I was waiting. Everybody's just waiting in, like, the woods.
I know, everyone's being, it's right. Asma goes up and reads the sign. What does it say?
All right, Asmo, actually, this sign does have some significance to you. It says, obviously, from the northeast, where you came from, town of Silver Rock. Probably want to avoid that. Out towards the west, the westward road points to a town called Viridian Hills. And to the south, there is a town called Bramble Glen. That name rings a bell to you because you know a guy that lives around there. He had a tavern with his parents. He was kind of in the life with you. He was actually you're trying go ahead and give me a history check as you're trying to remember exactly what this guy's deal was. With
History?
advantage.
Thank God. 17.
Yeah, you remember the guy, actually. His name was Freddie Fingles.
Freddie Fingles and his nimble fingers.
Actually, as you and some of the guys began calling him, Freddie No Fingies.
Freddie No Fingies.
Yep, Freddie No Fingies Fingles. His parents owned a tavern that went by the name Frog and Fig. He was actually supposed to be on that one job with you before, specifically that job where everything went south and everyone except you ended up dead.
It's true.
But
what was the
he
name
got
of the bar again?
the Frog and Fig. Frog and Fig Tavern.
Alrighty.
And you know that this guy has connections to the underworld that might be able to help you guys get around a little bit easier if you pull the right strings.
Okay, then. Hey, guys.
Head back
Head
over
south.
to the...
Let's head south. I know a guy who lives in this town. And I did not manage to write that down because I was writing down his
We
amazing
need to find
name.
a place to rest first before we can go into any sort of town.
Well, let's go into the woods a bit.
If you want to travel by daylight, that's cool.
Well, I think we need a rest because I think we're all clocked out because I don't think we got one since escaping, did we?
You had a short rest while you were waiting at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that helps Wolfgang. Denier, I don't know how you are with your arcane recovery.
I had to use it.
Yeah, so we might need to bed down for an entire night if we can find a place.
All right. Giblink will inform you that...
We have not slept since the mine. That is how long we have been going.
Oh, it's true. And Giblink is
Yeah.
well aware of this after he was tortured. But he will bring up that, travel by daylight, a bit more dangerous, more traffic.
Agreed.
We should go in at night.
All right. Let's make camp in the woods a bit. No fire.
Back, Yumi. Wallace turns around as Giblink pulls on his shoulders a little to tilt him.
Oh my god, he's ratatouilleing him.
You guys,
We're
give me a
both prepared.
survival check to make a camp without supplies and without lighting a fire.
Oh, I can light a
4.
fire.
Well,
No fi-
if
no
you- if
fire.
you-
No
if you-
fire, no fire.
Yeah, if you don't want a
Oh,
fire.
right.
13.
7.
Wow, you guys are the worst at camping.
7.
All right, you guys were in charge of setting up camp while Giblink is tying up Mr. Wallace. Giblink ties an exceptional knot
That's good.
as he turns around and sees you guys putting up a little Eeyore shack with sticks.
Good.
Meanwhile, T-Wig has at least acquired a decent amount of rations and has laid down some straw and stuff to insulate you guys from the ground.
The biggest thing is I want to make sure that we're well covered. Like, just bushes. Like, literally have people sleeping, like, underneath bushes.
Yeah, there's enough overgrown trees. Like, there's some willows here that kind of have dangling vines that kind of obscure vision from the outside. And you guys are far enough in that you're not worried about people necessarily being able to spot you very easily from the road.
Okay.
Especially, at the very least, at night. You think you can make it through the night without people being able to see this far in.
Okay. I'm going to do as I do as a robot and keep watch as I just kind of go into my dormant state. I can be completely cognitive and look around, but I can't do much else beyond that.
All right. So you're going to be the lookout throughout the night?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody else, it's uncomfortable, but you manage to get your sleep in enough so that it would constitute a full rest. And
Yay.
the sun breaks the horizon the next morning. And T-Wig, you hear the clopping of hooves coming down the road about, I'd say, 100 meters away from your camping position.
Okay. I'm just going to prepare my spells really quick if I can.
Yeah, go for it.
And I'm sure Denier is also.
They're still kind of asleep when you're hearing these clomping of hooves.
Okay. I just need to be very specific about what I'm taking for this because of the obviously the unique circumstances that we are currently in.
No worries.
This is so tense.
Sorry, I just really want to make sure I have the right stuff here. Yeah, I'll take a note. Okay, so they're nearby. They're
About 100 meters away, you'd say. You hear the clopping of hooves come down. It sounds like a lone horse with your passive
Okay.
perception. Doesn't seem to be any real hurry.
They've just stopped in place.
No, it's just clopping down the road towards you guys.
Can I roll an active perception without giving away my position to look, or would I have to roll a stealth to look?
If you want to get out into a good position where you'd get a good look at the rider, you'd probably have to sneak out a little bit just because there are a bunch of those willow trees out here. All you can do is hear them right now, and you kind of get a couple of glints here and there as it's slowly coming down the road toward being perpendicular to where you guys are.
Okay. I don't want to wake them up. I want them to sleep. I will, with disadvantage, just try and get a perception in. Like, I don't want to move, but if I can just kind of slightly
go ahead and
peek.
make a perception check with. You don't even need disadvantage, just a general check.
Okay. 22.
All right. Yeah, as it rides forward, you see the telltale glint of silver armor through the trees, and you see that the horse kind of has the. It seems to have a. Oh, what the hell are those stupid horse capes called?
Oh, like the colors on the horse, like the old classic,
Basically
tabard,
the banner,
almost like a tabard on
kinda,
the horse.
yeah. Basically, it has like the banner along the side of its ass that
Barding.
does seem barding. No, that doesn't sound right. But
right, yeah.
Barding is the kind of stuff you put around its face, I think.
That's bridle, but
bridle.
yeah, could be
Anyways,
barding.
either
Anyway,
way.
I think it's just called a blanket, actually.
Yeah.
it
Either
could,
way,
yeah.
it has the sigils of Silver Rock on the side, the telltale hammer shield with a hammer on it.
And the
white
rider
on
appears.
blue.
The rider's wearing a full set of armor.
Yeah, the same type that Wallace was once wearing.
Silly question. When we grabbed our gear, did I still keep that amulet?
You do still have that amulet.
Okay, that's for later.
Yeah, as long as it's in your inventory, you have it.
Yay, I got it back.
He continues riding down. He doesn't seem to even stop to look around, doesn't notice you.
Okay.
As he continues down southward.
Okay.
And the hoof steps clip clop into the distance and disappear.
Hmm.
You feel like a full rest has probably been achieved if you wish to wake up your compatriots.
Okay. Hesitantly, I will wake up my companions.
Yeah, they start getting up. Giblink is under a large pile of leaves as he just cannot stand the sun. Ah!
What time is it?
It's past sunrise a little bit. Sun's peeking up. It's probably like 9 a.m. if you want a allegory.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Up to 10 berries. Good, because everybody's feeling really hungry. Giblink will take one as he's like kind of blocking his eyes from any sort of residual sunlight.
Yeah, I Gachapon, pull down the ear and just dispense them onto people.
Thanks. Ow.
Asmo slithers out of a bush.
Good morning. I think. I don't know.
Thank you.
You're welcome. There was a man on a horse that came by.
Didn't see us, did he?
No, he did not see us. But he was wearing the cape horse blanket. I don't know what the word is for it. It's very confusing.
Maybe it's barding.
It could be, but that doesn't sound right to me. Tabard? I don't know. Anyway, the tabard had the symbol of the dragon's city.
Silver. It had the sigil of Silver Rock on it.
Silver. Oh,
Sorry, that's the place we came from.
Yes.
I'm an idiot.
It had the sigil of Silver Rock, and he was wearing all armor and appeared to be going towards this.
Towards the city we're going to?
It was riding southward. You don't know where he got
seems...
when he hit. You don't know where he went when he hit the crossroad, but you know he was heading southward when you were watching him.
He's heading southward,
Probably looking for us.
potentially.
Damn, that was the direction I was going to suggest going. It's because I know someone there from the old days. He went legit a ways back. His name is Freddy No Fingers Fingles.
What's your basis on him going legit?
Well, I don't see him anymore. Well, maybe he's legit. I just never saw him anymore. Family's got a tavern down there, so...
Well, we can't stand out when we go there.
And pretty much that's what you do. No offense.
Hey,
No offense. You look great.
Well, I mean, any of you got cloak? Cloak do wonders.
I
Look,
have something
he
else.
He kind of pulls out like an overly large cloak, gets Wallace up, Hume. Gets on his back and throws on the overly large cloak. He just looks like a very tall man.
Giblink.
Yes, I am tall Giblink.
His name is Wallace.
What's the name of the town to the south again?
The town to the south is called Bramble Glen.
We do not call you Goblin. We call
Man.
you Giblink. Because that's who you are.
It's true, but me also not torture you.
True. But
True.
I think people can be worthy of some forgiveness. He is carrying you after all.
Yeah, because his boss did this to my legs.
But he didn't.
No, but he watch. He watch and do nothing. Wallace just kind of like, I mean, you can't see his face under the dark cloak, but he's you can tell his head kind of ducked down.
I will end the conversation there.
All right, let's get going. Let's walk alongside of the path, but if we hear any clip-clopping, we're...
Here's the question. Who out of all of us stands out the most?
Asmo points right at T-Wig.
Okay, besides me, jerk.
That would probably be me.
I say Catboy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was thinking Denier
He's from the-
too.
he's from the Southern Isle, so that's way far away.
Denier pulls up the Cloak of Incognito.
Okay, so then it is Wolfgang. And
My face and my name are famous.
Okay.
Well, Wallace kind of speaks up. To be fair, all of your faces and names are famous.
Damn it.
Well, at least I can do something about that. Wolfgang
you?
reaches back. He undoes the braids in his long hair, and he just ties it up into a sort of a loose ponytail. And then he's going to find some water, take a knife, and start shaving his facial hair off.
That works.
And for the first time, you see a clean-shaven Wolfgang.
Wardrobe change.
I've also got something that might be able to help us.
I have also something for you, Asmo, then.
Denir's voice comes out a bit disheveled and distorted through the Cloak of Incognito.
It sounds like it has a low-pass filter on it.
Space Marine! Space Marine!
Asmo, when we're decently close to the village, I'm gonna make something happen to you. But I need you to trust me, okay?
Like, it worries me that you're not going to tell me what it is till we get there.
Just
I put a hand on Asmo's shoulder,
trust me.
and the ears twitch.
Asmo's eyes just does that squinty-eyed thing. Asmo puts his hand on T-Wig's other shoulder. Fine. And Asmo turns and walks.
All right. I will cast. Oh, I gotta get my spell slots back. 1 second. Do we have an estimation as how close we are to the village?
You just know that the road sign says that it's that way. You don't know how far away it is.
Asmo, how far away is the village that you know about?
Do I know that amount?
You've never been.
Never been. Hard to say, but
Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this because it seems appropriate.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, making you and your companions, masking you and your companions from detection for the duration. Each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 dexterity stealth check and can't be tracked except by magical means. A creature that receives this bonus leaves behind no tracks and no other traces of its passage.
ooh.
That's
And
why I
it lasts
really
up to
wanted
1
to get
hour.
a nap. Yep, 1 hour.
All right.
And then I also
Alrighty.
need good berries, so that get rid of that too. Perfect.
Oh, that's
All
great.
right.
That's a limitless number of creatures too. That's awesome.
Yep, it's really handy.
Asmo looks over at Babyface. Babyface Wolfgang.
The lack of beard actually makes some of the scars stand out a bit more.
Yeah, he also looks a lot younger.
Also, Wolfgang, give me a sleight of hand check.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna slice my face open. 13.
Yeah, a couple of nicks and cuts around the around the chin area because it's a little hard to do with a knife, but you're fine otherwise. Just got a couple of bloody spots around there.
Who is this young man, and what have you done with my grumpy friend?
This young man is in disguise on the run from 2 kingdoms.
Yeah.
All right,
Well.
so you guys want to start making your way south?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You begin wandering south out of the woods. You hit the crossroad and you start wandering on down past the road signs. The air out here is nice and clean. I mean, it's a beautiful, what would be like normally a spring day as you're heading down southward. That's not a good music for that. There we go, this one. Sure, there we go. Yeah, nice, peaceful, calming walk. Got a lot of, couple of flowery fields off to your side. It's a nice reminder that life goes on, even through the shit that you've been through.
Is this the furthest out Asmo's been?
Furthest to the east? Yeah, a bit. You're actually out further from, actually, you're not sure, but your hometown that you escaped from when you were younger would probably be a little further east.
Just looking at all the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, you traveled... Oops, sorry.
I want enough time to be in love with everything. And I get sad because everything is so beautiful and so short. It's a poem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too bright for Giblink.
Everything's too bright.
Pulls the hood down a bit further.
It looks really beautiful today, truthfully.
Yeah, the weather's really nice. It's you couldn't have asked for a better day to be a fugitive on the run.
Yay!
Yay.
I will Druidcraft, actually. I'm going to cast Druidcraft.
Sure, what are you looking to do?
Predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
You're looking at partly cloudy. There's a chance of showers tomorrow morning, but
That'll make the
yeah.
That'll make the commute okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine. So yeah, you continue wandering around this like beautiful meadow. You actually see a couple of deer running around chasing each other, just having fun.
Scan.
You are
T-Wing
found.
wanders out and stares a doe in the face.
Oh, is there any that have antlers at all?
There is a adolescent buck that's kind of like wandering around.
Scan that.
Yeah, you scan an adolescent buck. Actually, give me handle animal to see if you can walk up to it without the mom freaking out on you.
Fair enough.
Give me that Looney Tunes style sneaking.
Oh! Natural one.
Yeah, the mother jumps in its way and starts like giving you that I'm about to charge you motion.
I back off.
I'm not used to that.
She licks the fawn on the face as it continues to bound about.
Oh, they all can't work out.
Used to be, they always did.
I just kind of ignore it and keep walking.
You travel this is a really lonely road. Like there really are not a whole lot of things going on today. There's another crossroad as you reach about this section here. Seems to be one that points south, one that points westward. Seems to point towards Amberglade, and another one that points out to the obviously back to the north, and then one out to the east. Called Wild's Edge.
Wild's Edge. Do I know of that place at all?
It's not a place you've been, but it's a name you've heard. If anybody wants to give me a history check on Wild's Edge, you can.
16.
All right, Asmo being the one that seems to care here. You do know that Wild's Edge is a place where a lot of, specifically due to your criminal background, you know that Wild's Edge is a place where a lot of the Fey runners seem to congregate, as it's one of the closest areas, or one of the few cities that's actually close to the overgrowth, and is a good central hub for people trying to sneak in to try to acquire magical items from within while heading towards the Feywilds.
That's a good time to get lost in, essentially.
Yeah, it's very it has a very high criminal rate there, but you're not sure. You don't know anybody from there, basically.
All right, Asma stops. I know you're all the two of you. Asma points over at Denier and Wolfgang. I know the two of you are being morose for reasons that are your own, but we're about to make a decision here. We can head south. I know of a guy. However, that other guy rode south, so it's hard to really say what's going to happen. Now, we head east. Well, that's the Feywild. That's a crime town. There's a lot of shady people. A place you get lost in.
It's Wild's Edge.
Wild's Edge.
Yeah, the Feywild is something completely different.
Going to the Feywild, we're gonna get bitten to death by fairies.
Probably.
Yep.
Little bastards.
Wild's Edge is the kind of town you go when you need, below the counter work done, whatever could possibly happen. It's really a question of where we want to try and hold up here.
It is further from your destination, or what? Actually, what is your end goal destination here?
We're just trying to cool off our tracks. Essentially, we're trying to go incognito right now before so we can figure out who we can contact, how we clear our names. At least that's what I thought we were doing.
We need a safe place to plan, and then
Yep.
come back to as we enact a plan.
All right.
Well, is Wild's Edge is the kind of place you can go to, and everyone leaves you alone until they don't need to.
Well, that sounds sad.
I will say, Asmo, go ahead and give me an insight check as well, since you're thinking about this place.
17.
Giblink is right about one thing. You guys are known far and wide as heroes of this country. You might not be welcome in a criminal town.
Be welcome anywhere.
I mean, you guys aren't. You guys are heroes, but they
Do jazz hands.
Yeah, I'm about the only one who looks inconspicuous. He looks completely different. Asmo points at a morose Wolfgang, and he's just mysterious. Points at Denier.
The shadows seem to ebb out from his cloak of incognito.
Yeah. So it's a thing, everybody. I want to ask what you all think. How do you feel about this?
Well, T-Wig said we could probably do something about your appearance.
I'd say go south. If you can find me a dense enough forest, I can set up shop for us where nobody's going to find us.
You looking for dense forest, then east is where dense forest is. No denser forest. Overgrowth.
Yeah, man.
Denier reaches into his bag and he pulls out a bit of wood. I can use this to change the outside of the tower, the way that it looks. I've also picked up a new spell which can hide us from prying eyes, from divination, from scrying. They won't be able to find us magically as long as we're inside of my circle of protection.
You make Gibbling sleep on ground last night?
I didn't have the abilities to make the tower.
Fair enough.
It wasn't safe to Giblink. They would have seen us. Not enough cover. Not yet.
Yeah. You'd be walking along, say you're traveling along. Hey, what's that new tower? Wasn't there yesterday?
Fair enough.
And they know that we can do that because we had it in the middle of the farmlands back in Silver Rock.
They'd have to see the tower first.
I'd say, how are you guys feeling right now? There are two options here, and we need to make a choice. You guys want to talk about above game about this?
Maybe, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you know somebody in the other town.
Mm-hmm. But to what end does that help?
The end that I wrote him.
It's something.
It's true.
And if we go to the sky of Hum and Filony, we
must be cautious.
But I mean, if they're
can
a
go
hide and
either.
scum ability,
I will say you can go.
I'm sure
either.
the
I
people
planned
there
for
are
all
not
of
a
these.
fan of Barristan Kench, though. Like, the people at that thing are probably going to hate his guts.
What'd you say, Nick?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you, Nick. I'm so sorry.
No worries. I'm just saying you can choose wherever you wish to go. I have plans for all of these things.
That's a good point. If we have dirt to take down Kench, the people there might have reason to help us.
Because he's killed a lot of people.
I can send above board. Asma's already thinking about. He can just send a letter to Freddy. No
I'm going to
figgies,
say
figgles.
just have conversations in character because you are discussing amongst yourselves basically.
Nah. That town's gotta absolutely hate Kench, though.
That's what I was thinking.
He killed a lot of people.
He did. I could send a letter to Freddy, get some information from him. And
Would
we
it
can
get
hold up.
intercepted though? Like, could the bird just be like, "Caca," and then just steal the letter, and then, no, the letter, and no, they know where we are now.
If a letter's coming from there, if a letter's coming from Wild's Edge all the way to Brambleton, no one's gonna care.
Asmo, you actually know a way to get information between some of your connections through the wisps.
Okay. Besides, I think I could find someone I could chat with in Wild's Edge.
Well, if you want me to, I could go and scope it out and just see what the general attitude is, and then if there's people are being beaten up and everything's chaos, then we go down, then we leave, or we go in.
Plus, there must be a reason why Kench hasn't taken it down already.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I say we go. Wild's Edge. Yeah.
I don't know much about the town. I do know that they really love magical artifacts, and I don't mean to pry, but your friend over there seems to be made of this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say either south or we just bypass Wild's Edge and just keep on going. We might have some friends further out.
I mean, if
Wild's
they'll
Edge.
like me, will they like me like I'm cool, or will they like me take me apart and put me up on a wall?
Probably the second one.
You know that Wild's Edge, the Fey Runners, as you know them, are magical item smugglers. They look for items that they can take and sell, and you're not entirely sure what that means for T-Wig, but you do know that T-Wig is something that has never really been seen or existed before.
What's this? They're called the Fail Runners. The Fey Runners.
The Fey Runners, yes. You've done a couple of security jobs for them before.
Okay.
They're one of the crime families that basically run the underworld.
One of the crime families is in that town, though. They're called the Fey Runners, and they love, as Wallace was saying, they love magical artifacts, and you are like the most juicy one imaginable. So definitely play a low. Keep a low profile, the best you can.
T-Wig still doesn't have both hands attached.
No.
I don't.
Could
We
probably
would-
figure out how to get those
Hey,
reattached.
Denier, do you know how to hand me?
Hands off!
I can try. While I'm interested in clockwork and gears, it's not my specialty.
But do you have like a spell?
I can mend, if that helps.
Okay, let's try that.
Just like kick my feet over to him.
Or
Your
kick your
feet?
hands over.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they're feet.
Sometimes.
All right, so
Yeah, I'm going to try to, first off, mend the broken and shattered hand.
all right, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say that attaching them fully with magic will require something akin to restoration.
Oh shit. Okay.
Probably could find that in Wild's Edge, though. So
Possible.
alrighty. So we're going Wild's Edge. As we're
I
just kind of
suppose.
points at everybody.
I suppose we are.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Denier, are you okay with this decision?
I trust the rest of you.
Wallace, what do you think?
Oh, well, I ain't never hung around too much with criminals, though I suppose I am one now, huh?
Yeah, supposedly, but don't worry.
You're not a
You know, it
criminal.
happens. Sometimes you do nothing wrong, and people get upset with you and throw you in jail, even though you did nothing wrong. It happens.
We
You're
still
not
got
a
to think.
criminal. You're a valuable witness to heinous crimes.
But to the law I serve, that makes me a criminal.
Not when
The
we
law and
overthrow it.
justice. The law
But
and
what-
justice are two separate things.
What is more important, my friend Wallace? A beautiful lie or an ugly truth?
My family.
That could be both. But, for your sake, you need to decide.
I'm going wherever you go because I don't have a choice.
That spirit.
Yo, Denier, by the way, any thoughts as to of yet? Like, what could be done to undo what you did?
Denier,
But
go
we're just
ahead
hiding
and
out
give,
until
go ahead and give me a just a general intelligence check.
11?
You have no idea what the fuck is wrong with Bahum. You'd need to be able to actually see him, or at least you'd need to be able to witness what is going on with him presently in order to figure out if there is a way to fix what was done.
No clue. That's why I was pushing towards getting allies. Allies that are above our pay grade.
Now, you want allies? We're going to a town where you can purchase them or earn them.
Funny. I didn't know I could purchase a god in this town.
Asmo, insight that, because I don't get what you mean by that.
He thinks you need to go find the actual gods, the ones that you have either met or try to find some that you might not have met yet.
Who knows who's in town?
With any luck, the Wandering Weasel will be there.
Oh my god, it might be. That's what thinks about it. It's been a while since we've seen it.
It's been a couple days.
God, it has been. Oh my god, I forgot about that time. All right, yeah.
Okay.
All right, you're heading out west.
Travel
towards-
montage.
All right, you're heading out east towards Wild's Edge.
I guess, yeah. Oh boy.
Okie dokie. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go.
Denier spends most of his time talking to Giblink, and unless spoken to by the rest of the party, he tends to stay quiet.
All right. So the way westward is going to be about a 3-day by foot journey.
Okay.
Do you mean eastward?
Yeah, sorry, eastward. Gotta find my text thing. Okay, let me type. There we go. And motherfucker. I hate this tool. I hate this tool so much. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
Make you. Oh my god, I can't even make it a drawing. What is with that?
I don't like that either, yeah.
Why can't I make everything else a drawing?
But text.
Fuck it. Fine, it's there.
Yay.
We see the dot.
You see the dot and you see the name.
Ooh.
That's really close. Damn.
Yeah, just to the dense forest. As you approach this area, basically traveling down this road, you see a couple of taverns along the side of the road. Every now and again, there's like a couple of small shacks. They get seedier and seedier as you get closer to the area. Do you decide to camp through the night, or are you going to stay in any of these taverns?
We can camp. I can give us food and water, and I can, cover us.
Yeah, low profile
with pass
till we get
without
into
a
town.
trace. Yeah.
All right. So basically, you camp out under the stars. Doesn't seem to be much foot traffic coming this way for one reason or another.
Are we in woods or are we in plains?
You're in plains right now. Like, there is just open, just open air, but you do see trees, lots of trees, and a mountain sticking out of the trees in the distance. The mountain seems to be covered in kind of a dense fog as it kind of swirls around.
What kind of trees are these? Like pine, like spruce? Or?
You're a bit far away to really tell, but if you give me a knowledge nature with disadvantage, I can tell you.
Oh, gee.
You're still like a 2 days march away. You're just basically seeing this wall of green in front of you, though.
4!
Yay!
They
Trees!
You do see the billowing smoke of what seems to be a town near the edge of the forest, though. You're assuming that's the place you're heading towards.
Yeah!
Then I'll ask this of the party, since we're traveling and resting. Do we want the wooden tower, or are we just straight up camping?
Straight up camping.
Yeah.
Then
I'd say straight up camping, because we're in a plane. They're going to see that.
Yeah, at the end of every night, Giblink hog ties Wallace, basically, since you don't have anything to tie him to.
I'm going to give
At
Wallace
present.
a pillow.
Do you have a pillow?
Sure, I have my outfit. I could just give him that.
Druid
to sleep
craft
on.
some leaves for him to lay
Yeah,
down.
I'll druid craft a little shrub that he has something soft to sleep on.
His own shrub buddy.
There you go.
He's
so
got shrub buddies.
Lanny, when we go to rest, I would like to cast a particular spell.
Sure. What spell?
I cast a nearest private sanctum.
All right. Did you click the description on that one?
Just did.
Make an area within range magically secure. The area is a cube that can be as small as 5 feet or as large as 100 feet on each side. Spell lasts for the duration, which is 24 hours. Hot damn. When you cast the spell, you decide what sort of security and spell provides, choosing any of the following.
Damn.
Sound can't pass through. Barrier, the warded area is dark and foggy, preventing vision. Sensors created by the divination spell can't appear inside the protection area. Creatures in the area can't be targeted by divination spells. Nothing can teleport into or out of the warded area. Planar text is blocked within the warded area. Casting the spell on the same spot every day for a year makes this effect permanent. All right, so what effect?
I would check with the party before triggering the effects. So, which of these effects do we want?
Oh, it's any or all. Holy shit.
I can pick all of them, or I can pick specific ones. If we go with the fog, I can put the tower up, and nobody will be able to see it because it'll just be a fog cloud.
Is the tower concentration?
Nope.
Or this one isn't concentration? Holy shit.
Neither of them are concentration.
A dense 100-foot cube of fog might be a little auspicious, though.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
stand out. Yeah.
Which is why I was asking about the woods. You don't see that. fog in the woods. It's just fog in the woods. But
That's far away though. Right now, we're just making camp though.
So up to you lot. I would definitely suggest the no travel, no planar travel, no scrying, no scrying sensors, maybe no sound.
Honestly, like, no sound is good, because if something does happen, I can smack everybody. And I can see quite well. My perception just with sight alone is pretty good. Can you dismiss this on your own, or is it up for the 24 hours and there's no change?
That would probably be a DM's call.
I'm guessing that this is going to be something that you can dismiss at will. Like that, I would have to assume as much.
Okay.
Because normally any spell is like up to whatever. Since it is crafted by you, it is something that I'm assuming can be undone by you.
So we're going to go with sound. We're not going to go with vision. Sensors created by divination spells can't appear in the barrier or pass through the barrier. We can't be targeted by divination spells, and planar travel is completely blocked while inside this circle.
Okay.
And the area is alarmed. So that's going to be 20 minutes to alarm and private sanctum the area. And that's what we do with resting.
Yeah, at this point, you're probably about a day's travel away from
During our rest,
Wild's Edge.
During our rest, can I focus on something?
Sure. What would you like to focus on?
I want to focus on Harish. I want to look into myself and see if I've ever seen him before.
Sure, go ahead. Give me an insight check.
Okay. 11. Oh, natural 20 on the other side.
As you're looking within yourself, you get an odd feeling about Harish, as if there is some sense of deja vu about him, but it's not strong. It's not like... It's kind of like a passing memory, is what it kind of feels like. Something fleeting.
Okay.
Almost as if walked past him while he was eating lunch one day kind of thing. But you noted him because he's there. At least that's the way it feels, because you're not able to get a good strong feeling on any of this.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do.
All right.
And over the night, I will study the my buddy's spell book to determine if I can obtain anything else from it. But that's going to be me for the night. Well, for the trip.
All right. T-Wig, I just need to see something. What is your passive perception?
21.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything throughout the night. Seems quiet. Very quiet due to the bubble that's been put up.
Okay. So every once in a while, I'm just going to tuck my companions in with whatever they're sleeping with.
Yeah, right now it's just kind of sheets of grass that you've been able to craft through Druidcraft.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, everything's fine as you all wake up the next morning. The sun rises. Feel like you'll be able to get to Wild's Edge by probably early evening. One sec, need to check something out. Do. Sorry, just something happened during the night.
Oh boy, yay!
And I need to fix something. Zanir, do you not have the Jester's Journal anymore?
I do. It's in
I just don't see it in your inventory.
It's in my bio under treasured treasures.
Ah, okay. Cool. Spoiler. Yeah, you get up and you feel that your bag is a little bit lighter there, Shadow.
Feeling it's a bit lighter, then Daenerys going to go ahead and he's going to... Oh, he does feel that it's lighter.
Yeah.
So Daenerys going to go through and he's going to do a check on its person.
Yeah, you'll note that the Jester's Journal has gone missing.
Yeah, we got robbed, y'all.
What?
Here's a question, because I was just setting up my spells. Can I take a spell in the morning, or should I take it?
You can switch it while you were resting.
So before we realize it's gone. Okay.
Question, Lenny. I
Yeah?
did say that I casted Alarm.
You did. That is true.
So if it's still gone, he would have either it triggered it or it somehow got dispelled in the middle of the night.
It did indeed.
Okay.
Okay, again, Asmo says, okay, Zay, what do you mean?
Yeah. Jester's Journal's gone.
What was the point of the alarm system if it didn't go off?
No, it got dispelled.
In fact, you notice your entire bubble is gone.
Everything.
I would have noticed that because then the fog would have disappeared and the sound
There
would
was
have
no
come back,
fog.
though.
We didn't have
There
fog.
was no fog.
We didn't have the fog, but we had the sound. We lost the sound. I feel like I don't know if I should have noticed that because I'm completely aware.
There's still kind of passive sounds in that bubble, right? Like the wind and whatever insects are in there with you.
It says sound can't pass through the barrier.
Can't
at the
pass
edge.
through the barrier,
okay.
but yeah.
Got in the barrier it does.
Barrier
Okay.
would still sound off. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Whoever did this is kind of strong because not only is my alarm been dispelled, my other wardings have been dispelled as well.
Maybe it was the jester himself.
You seriously didn't see anything, T-Wig, did you?
I guess I did, not with my passive perception and not with the change in the spells disappearing, so no.
Hard to say. I mean,
Either way.
is town a magical smuggler, yeah?
Yeah.
Either way, it doesn't matter as long as that was the only thing that was stolen. We've already read the journal.
No, you've read one entry in it that seemed of note. There were a lot of entries afterward, but none of them seemed to matter. But you weren't able to get far enough into it to really read through it.
Yeah.
Yep. Unfortunately.
He says with a document full of entries.
Didn't have enough rest time to try to get to him. Only had one rest.
Well, maybe it's not gone for good. Who knows?
Hopefully.
So, what's your day plan?
Hello?
Hi.
Yeah, I'm waiting for player response. Sorry.
I guess Wolfgang is just gonna wake up. He's gonna clean his gun. If there's anything wrong with it or anything, just check it on it. He might try to. If that doesn't take too long, he might also try to use his Tinkerer's Kit to try and repair T-Wig.
Oh shit.
I'd say that's a medical check. I mean, it's weird, but medical seems to be the correct thing for that.
All right. I'll give you a medicine check here. 12.
And then add proficiency because you're using tools.
That would be 3, so 15.
All right, you can get you seem to, after watching Jamat work with the gun so much and just kind of hanging around and just being able to see how they work things, you're able to kind of figure out how certain things are able to attach. So you see where one thing might loop or pin into another thing. It's not perfect, but the hands seem to work.
Well, you're really good at this.
Yeah, T-Wig, just for the fact that they're still damaged, any sleight of hand checks or anything done with those are going to be made at disadvantage for a bit until they can be fully repaired.
It
Fair
ain't
enough.
perfect, but it'll help you until we get some real mechanics done on you.
I'm gonna pat Wolfgang on the head.
Before
Hey.
we get going,
You're
Sorry.
gonna be okay.
I know. I know I'm gonna be okay.
All right, so what's your plan for the day?
We're nearing the town. We're gonna reach it in the same day.
Yeah, by early evening, depending on when you head out.
Okay, so how are we gonna enter this place?
I mean, like, I figured we'd walk in.
You think that's going to work? We're gonna be okay?
Out of character, I have no idea.
I've given as many hints as I can.
Yeah, no, it's not you, dude. It's okay.
Well, I shouldn't be walking around like all willy-nilly. It sounds like maybe I might gather a bit too much attention. I'm just worried about you guys.
Appreciate you being worried.
I think we'll be fine, but since we're in a town of detestable villainous scum, I don't think murder is off the menu if we have to defend ourselves.
All right, so you guys are going to begin walking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment we reach around the town, I don't want to just walk into the town. So the moment we reach kind of the cusp of the town, let us know.
Sure thing. There's actually kind of a small tavern at the very far edge of... Basically, it seems like it's going to be another couple hours walk. There's like a post, couple of horses drawn up to it, and what seems to be a bulletin board along the side. T-Wig, with your passive perception, you actually notice a likeness of yourself and Denier out of the corner of your eye on that board.
What? I did nothing wrong. All right, I walk. I
Out
pointed
of character or in character?
That was out of character.
You were associated with us. You're a criminal by
I'm
Evanston.
so salty. It's fine. I see this from the corner of my eye, right?
Yeah, you like your face and the face of a cat is much easier for you to notice, but as you get closer to the board, you do notice that Wolfgang and Asmo are there as well.
Okay, a really important question. Assuming these are wanted posters, how much are we worth?
It depends on the person, but you're all worth a hefty chunk of silver.
Do we all see this?
What?
Or you-
Silver?
If you walk up to it, hey, where did you escape from? Yeah, you are wanted, but you were wanted by the Kench family of Silver Rock. Notably, though, most of you say dead or alive. Wolfgang says alive.
Well, I'll be a son of a bitch.
Asmo pulls his bounty off. What does it say?
It is worth your weight in silver.
My weight in silver, huh?
That platinum kobold must have found something in my hair. They need me.
Yeah, Denier, you are worth a very, very hefty penny, actually. You are worth basically what comes to be 250 pounds of silver in bullion.
Whew.
Damn.
Oof!
Yep.
T-Wig, you're worth about 100 pounds of silver, and Wolfgang is worth 500 pounds of silver.
I'm just worth whatever my weight is that day.
It's essentially 180 pounds of silver, 150 to 180.
Makes sense.
They're assuming they're gonna weigh the corpse.
No, they're not.
Well, when they get you.
No, they're not. Stop. I don't like your narrative, Nick. I don't like this. I don't like it.
You see, they'll put you in a gallows, and then they'll put
No.
silver on one side and keep removing bars until you
dodge.
hang.
I dodge.
You didn't hit me.
So how many levels are we away from plane shift?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'm not really sure. I don't know wizards.
Well, this is a problem. Even here, huh? Well, I'll have to keep a pretty low profile. So did you have a plan there, T-Wig, with your...
Well, I'm going to suggest this. Denier, that cloak you have, how long does it take to attune to it? Or is it just like...
He's already attuned to it. He's been wearing it.
But like if you were to give it to someone else.
Same time as anything, really, just overnight.
Oh, okay. I have a plan. This is why I put intelligence into T-Wig's stats, because T-Wig is not dumb.
Here's my idea if we can get it to work. So, Wolfgang, you look like a babyface Magoo. 10 out of 10, that might work. Asmo and Denier, and me, we stand out like crazy. It hurts for me to say that, but it is true. Denier has that cloak, but Denier is worth the most money. So if Denier gives the cloak to you, Asmo, I can turn Denier into an actual cat.
What?
I've been spending a lot of time with myself, and I've gotten a bit better at certain things. Denier, I can turn you into a cat. Like a real one. For a time. An hour. And then I, obviously, can turn myself into whatever I want, and I can maintain you being a cat for the hour.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We walk around the city, set up camp inside the woods. With a little tower thing, no one's going to notice it there. And if we ever need to go into town, we just do that. How's that sound? Yeah? Sound good?
Sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, I like it. Asmo takes his mount on it poster. I'm going to frame this.
One
As
thing.
you're, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
One thing. None of us are going to the town alone.
No, absolutely not. We need to remain a pack. I'd say the only exception would be Wallace and Giblink. They should hold down the fort.
Can do, suppose. Ain't we the only ones without posters?
It is true, they're the only
That
ones.
is true.
Tell you what, we'll take it one step at a time. Depends if this town is goblin-friendly or not.
Yeah. Fair enough. As you're discussing this, a couple of men in silver uniforms walk out of the tavern. Well, let us know if you see anything. And they turn. And they see you. We'll be right back after this.
Beans!
All right. So, as you guys stand there looking at this wanted poster, 3 guards walk out of the tavern, having thanked the owner for basically giving them like a place to stay. And they notice you standing at the board. Asmo, you're the first one they see. And they're kind of doing kind of a double take, like, no fucking way, really?
Do we all notice them at the same time?
They weren't being quiet about leaving the tavern, so you all noticed them.
All right, real quick, I'm going to hook my arm around Asmo and around T-Wig.
Sure, you're gonna have to shimmy around your positioning there.
Okay. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh. I was off of the tab. I was on my notes. All right, yeah, I'm going to... Real quick, I'm going to hook my arm around Asmo's neck. I'm going to... Denier has the cloak on already, so I'm going to drag him over here. And I'm going to say...
Drag Asmo with you?
Yeah, I'm going to say, T-Wig, take off your clothes.
Okay.
T-Wig had clothes?
Yeah, I wear clothes.
They're all fancy and ruffly.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm going to touch both Asmo and T-Wig's head, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation twice. I'm going to...
Okay. To do what?
I'm going to make Asmo look like a completely different color.
They are staring right at him. And you doing this.
Hang on. I'm trying to get like a group huddle over here.
I think we have like 2 seconds. So like,
Yeah, they're just really confused as to what you're doing as you're backing around as you've grabbed Asmo. What the fuck is... Hey, you!
who?
The group. What's going on over here? One of them pulls out a warhammer as he steps forward.
Man. Not
You
too
look
much.
familiar.
Just traveling. Do I?
You do. All right, William's going to try to hide, or Wallace is going to try to hide his face. Oh, poor fucker. As one of the other guards looks over to the tall, cloaked man. Wait a minute. Wallace? You're under arrest! They all pull out their weaponry.
All right.
There's no way out of this. It's like, Jesus.
Yep, I'm going to say either try to slow this situation down or roll initiative.
I think we're gonna have to roll initiative.
Roll initiative!
Whoa.
12.
23.
16.
12 as well.
All right.
I think you're gonna have the higher dex between me and you, Connor.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Giblink, then we got Gang T.
Oh shit.
All right.
Pay no attention.
Paying no attention. All right. Asbo, you get the first act as these boys all draw weaponry on you. The guy directly in front of you has a warhammer. Guy off to the side has a sword. Or this boy over here has a sword and shield. This boy over here has a spear.
All right, Asmo's gonna target the one. Asmo's gonna bust out both of his weapons, and Asmo hits him. Says, "Oh my God, where's my notes on this one?"
Me too, no.
Nope.
To his
Equal or
frostbite.
nog. Yep.
Equal
All
nog.
right. Your hand freezes up. You got the 3 blades on it.
I go for a punch to try and knock the weapon out of his damn hand.
Do you have the ability to disarm?
No, okay. I was just
That's a fighter
Yeah.
thing. Like
Oh, it is
maneuver.
literally. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's,
no,
that's,
no.
that's,
fighter.
that's an ability.
Yeah.
All right, 23 to hit will definitely hit.
6 piercing plus 5 cold.
All right. You slice him up the chest as he is pulling out his warhammer and leaves him with this nice frostbitey singe on him as it appears to cleave straight through the metal on his chest.
Damn, nice.
Now there's just this 3 streaks of frozen blood.
Real quick, we did talk about how I was playing fighter incorrectly, correct?
Basically, yes. Your additional attack, your second hand weapon when dual fighting is a bonus action.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action for my third attack then.
Yes, but you can still like alternate, like, you know, go bonus action and then your extra attack.
Okay, bonus action the fire ant. 23.
Also hits.
9 fire damage.
All right, and as you swing back down on the other side with the burning blade of fire ants, the ice melts away, the blood begins to pour out as you smell this sizzling flesh as the corrosive, or as the burning blade basically cuts an X pattern along the other side.
And 1 more frostbite, 19.
That will hit.
6 piercing plus 5 cold. Damn, same damage.
All right. Yeah, and then you basically go for like a nice uppercut. He barely gets his neck out of the way of getting sliced up by that, but you cut him straight from gut upward but since it's frozen, it's not letting any of the blood pour out. This man seems less than happy. Daenerys, it is your turn.
All right, so what I'm going to do is Daenerys is going to drop down a spell pointed, let me see. Let me double check this. Right on this position right here.
Okay, so a little to the southeast of them.
Correct. Daenerys is going to cast Storm Sphere.
Ooh, go ahead and click that and let everybody know what it does. A 20-foot radius sphere of whirling air springs into existence centered at the point you choose within range. The sphere remains for the spell's duration. Each creature in the sphere, when it appears or ends its turn there, must succeed a strength saving throw or take 2d6 bludgeoning damage. The sphere space is difficult terrain. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to cause a bolt of lightning to leap from the center of the sphere toward one creature you choose within 60 feet of the center. Make a ranged spell attack. You have advantage if the target is in the sphere. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 lightning damage. Creatures within 30 feet of the sphere have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to listen. Okay, so using the little paint tool up there, just go ahead and draw a little dot as the epicenter of the sphere.
Okay. I think it's right here.
All right. Cool, so...
Let me double check that.
I could draw a shape if you'd like me to.
That's fine.
Basically, it'll get the three of them.
Two of the horses.
Two of the horses.
Awesome.
So the three of them and those two horses to make a strength save DC 15.
Strength save. Yep. Okay. Warhammer Guard makes it. Spear Guard makes it. Sword and Shield Guard makes it. On.
Then they
horses.
Mm-hmm.
Horse 1 fails. Horse 2 makes it.
All right, then for my bonus action, I'm going to target the one on the farthest to the right, the one in the back.
All right, the one closest to the post.
Yes. And I'm going to hit him with a Dunderbolt.
Hit him with a Dunderbolt.
16 to hit.
16 matches. That does it.
All right. He takes 15 lightning damage.
Oh.
Yeah, as these guys are getting like really confused by this torrent of air just buffeting around them, this guy's looking around. What's going? And you see this big flash of light, and you think you see a skeleton for a second.
Good. It is a skeleton.
He takes 15. Meanwhile, horse 1 takes 6 damage. Okay.
And this happens every round. So as soon as their turn starts, they take it again.
Okay, so it's not on your turn. It's not. Oh wait, hold on. Each creature within the sphere when it appears, or that ends their turn. Okay, ends their turn in the sphere.
Okay. But the lightning is only on my bonus action.
Yep. Do you want to make a move, or is that your turn?
I will make a move, and I will move here. And I will end my action.
All right. Warhammer dude is not going to be standing in the center of that, so he's going to step out there, making a slight adjustment to, as he swings out with his mighty Warhammer aimed squarely at your head, Asmo. Will a 21 will hit you.
Yes, it does.
All right. Slam jam this down. As you take 10 bludgeoning damage as this thing slams you right in the side. He goes for his second
two-handed
attack.
Warhammer, right?
Yup. And the second one is going to miss at 14, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that one, you get cracked in the ribs, and as he's trying to bring it down on you, you slide back as it slams into the ground in front of you.
Awesome.
As a bonus action, you see a bit of holy energy course through him as he seems to, as some of his wounds seem to heal over. All right. Guard number 2, Sword and Shield Man, is going to also roll out of this storm. His hair is sticking up, like it's his helmet is basically melted around the side, forming kind of a silver semi-crown. And he's got kind of like that Scotty Too Hottie hair pomp coming out of it now. As he rolls out the side and seeing the first available target is covered in armor, starts slicing away with his longsword. Will a 14 hit you, T-Wig?
Oh, yeah, that'll hit.
All right. You take 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
As he rakes you across the knees, and then he stands up to try to go for like a horizontal slash. That's a 15 to hit.
That'll hit.
And this time you take an additional 6 slashing damage as he slices you from basically like in a diagonal line from what would be your abdomen up to your shoulder.
Okay.
And he also uses his bonus action as he glows with a holy energy. Not healing quite as much, but he seems to stop sizzling at the very least. All right. Giblink and Wallace, who are... Okay, let's see if they can work together here real quick, because Giblink's in a papoose as he's pulling out a bow.
Yeah.
And he's trying to, like, work down the cloak, but Wallace isn't letting him, so Giblink's going to fire at disadvantage. And misses horribly as a arrow kind of careens into the bounty board next to him. Meanwhile, Wallace is going to start running away with Giblink on his back.
Alrighty.
All right. Wolfgang, it is your turn.
There's nothing I can do. I have a lot of AoEs. Shit. Shit, indeed. All right. I'm just gonna do this. I'm going to. I summon Requiem, and the engraving of my wife, Akazi, glows on it, and I channel my holy power through it, and I cast Guardian of Faith.
All right. What does that do?
A large spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. The guardian occupies that space and is indistinct except for a gleaming sword and shield emblazoned with the symbol of your deity. Any hostile creature that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time must, on that turn, make a dexterity saving throw or take 20 radiant damage.
All right, let me give you a placeholder. I'm going to give you control of it real quick.
Damn. That's a neat ability.
All right,
And just
place
for
it where you
flavor,
will.
just for flavor, it looks like my wife.
Oh.
Well, cool. It's a female ghost, so throw that where you will.
I'm not sure if for the first time means that.
All right, where do you summon her then?
If I drop her right here, would
Any
that
hostile
mean-
creature to you that moves to a it needs to move to the space.
okay.
If it ends its turn in there, I don't know what its stats are, or does it have stats?
It doesn't have stats.
Okay.
It just floats there and deals damage.
Okay.
That's the spirit.
Hey.
All right, I'll plant her right in the middle, right here, in between these
right.
two guards and T-Wig, and just in case this one moves into it.
All right, so a depiction of a beautiful long-haired woman with a shield emblazoned with the emblem of the sun upon it, holding a shimmering sword blazing with energy, appears before you and takes this guard certainly by surprise. Just, what? All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to spend 1 use of my healing light to heal Asmo for 1d6. I think. Yeah, 1d6.
All right. Heal him up.
5. Asmo, you heal 5 damage.
Yay! Thank you.
All right, this guy doesn't know what's there because he's kind of being whipped around. I mean, he sees the radiant energy there, but he is going to cross this way, which I do believe puts him within 10 feet of her.
Yep, he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. These guys aren't incredibly dexterous. I'm guessing a 10 won't cut it.
Nope, that won't cut it. He takes 20 radiant damage.
All right, as he's trying to escape this buffeting storm, the holy blade seems to go straight around Asmo and smites this guy with a big blast of radiant energy. Him now realizing, fuck! But it's a little too late because he was trying to complete his move. It's the first time, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
the first time.
All right, cool, because that would really suck for him. All right. His hair is all tousled and his armor is wrecked, and this guy looks like he has like the worst sunburn you've ever seen as he steps out. And with his reaching spear, he's going to try to poke at the snake.
Oh, does this count as flanking then for me? Against me?
He is flanking you, yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that is going to push him up to 17 to hit.
Oh, no. Just barely misses me.
All right, as he was buffeted by the radiant energy, he's still trying to collect his vision, and you feel the tip of a spear blade kind of cut across your cheek.
Ooh!
As he's going for a second one. That's an 18. I think that
hits.
matches. Yeah. All right. Despair.
I feel despair.
All right, this time you kind of feel it catch you in the back of the shoulder as you take 6 piercing damage.
Thanks for the heal, Wolfgang. Ow! It's all gone now.
You're welcome.
All right,
Ow.
this guy This guy also glows with holy energy and heals a. Does not seem to heal as much as his friends did. Looks like his god does not show him much pity. All right, and I believe we are back up the list to Asmo.
My turn?
Sorry,
Yeah.
T-Wig.
I'm after Wolfgang.
Yeah,
No,
my
it's
bad.
okay. I'll just go to my sad corner.
My
and be a
bad, my
criminal.
bad.
Bye, T-Wig.
As a free action,
I got really confused because this guy also had a 12 on his initiative, but had a slightly higher dexterity than you.
yeah, I'm very slow. For my free action, I'm going to turn to Wolfgang, my companions, basically, and go,
Do not kill them, just try to subdue them, at least knock them out.
and then I'm going to cast Conjure Animals, and I'm going to summon a... my page flipped, oh no! I'm going to summon a giant constrictor snake.
A giant snake.
Yeah.
How giant is giant?
It is a huge beast.
Huge, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to summon it right here. Oh, right
All right.
here. Even
Big
bigger
happy
than that.
snake.
3x3. It's huge.
Huge, right.
It's a big snake. And then, to make everything worse, I am going to bonus action shift into a giant snake also, a giant constrictor snake as well.
My God!
And
So there's a real snake and a metal snake in front of this guy.
Yep. I have to roll initiative for the snake for its own turn, so...
All right.
1 second. +2. 8.
Well, that does put him directly below you.
Oh, perfect. All right, well, I'm going to have the giant constrictor snake command it with my snaky tongue to attack the gentleman in front of me with a constrict attack.
All right. Go ahead and roll for that, as I do not have its stats.
All right.
I think it's flanking too with the Guardian of Faith.
It is, yeah.
The Guardian of Faith is not an actual mob, I think is the issue.
Mm-hmm. So if you move forward, though, Wolfgang, we could get flanking. But
Or if the snake moves around behind it.
all right. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
That'll hit
Okay, 1 second.
on Sword and Shield Boy.
Sorry, I'm just getting the ability here.
No problem.
So he takes 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and he needs to make a... and he's now grappled. So one creature
There's
hit...
no save against that one?
No, he is... and the target is grappled, with the escape DC being 16. Until this grapple ends, the creature is restrained, and the snake cannot constrict another target. So he is wrapped up currently.
Okay. Well, his face is starting to kind of turn red, but he won't get a chance to break out of that until it's his turn. Asmo, now it is your turn.
Asmo hears T-Wig and like grumbles to himself that T-Wig's right. But Asmo is going to activate for his bonus action. He's going to activate Fighting Spirit. So we gain 5 additional hit points.
5 temporary hit points. That's like bonus hit points.
Yes. And I get advantage on my 2 attacks instead of 3.
Yep, go for it.
So I sacrifice a 3rd attack for 2 confirmed hits. Mathematically, this makes sense to me. Asmo's going to be hitting with Frostbite, and he's going to try and knock the guy with a hammer out. The guy slammed the hammer down, but he didn't get all of me, right?
All right. How are you intending to knock him out with a weapon that is Wolverine claws?
I'm just going to smack him in the side of the face with ice.
Bonk him on the head.
Just like a hard... It's like literally a haymaker. It's like a slap, essentially.
You are striking him with a magic fatal weapon. I don't know if you can do bludgeoning damage with this one.
How bad does he look?
He looks like he could go another couple rounds with. He looks like you could go another couple rounds in the ring with him.
All right. Well, Asmo's going to keep on the guy with advantage. Frostbite's going to try and hit. 24.
24 will hit.
9 piercing, 4 cold.
All right.
And another hit. 16.
Let's see. I think for this guy that misses. Warhammer dude. Yep. So as you try to swing at him, you catch him with the first one, rending it across his abdomen, giving him another frostbite-covered slash of lines. But as you go for the second one, he just manages to parry it with his Warhammer as he's trying to push away from you.
Yeah.
All right. Denier, it is your turn again.
I don't suppose I can non-lethally hit somebody with a bolt of lightning, huh?
I do not believe so.
Out of these 3 boys, which one is looking the beefiest and the healthiest?
The dude that is behind Asmo with the spear.
Then I'm going to hit him with another thunder.
Hit him with a thunderbolt. Go ahead and roll your spell attack.
11.
That's going to miss as he... somehow, the bolt of lightning catches his spear, but the parts of him that are grounded don't seem to get caught by it. It just seems to kind of like zap around and then redirect itself to the ground.
Cool. Regular action. I cast Scorching Ray at him.
All right, go ahead.
Nat 20?
Nat 20 will more than likely hit. Yes, go ahead and roll damage.
16 damage.
As he's like stunned, looking at that ground where the lightning just struck. Oh Don't you see that? Ah, praise vet. A torrent of burning energy strikes at him. And he is no longer the freshest looking guy in the bunch. As he is now, like, his armor is kind of like tattered, and all the parts that are cloth have kind of singed and burned. And that sunburn that he had has now turned into a 2nd degree burn. His face is starting to boil over with blisters, basically.
Second scorching ray, I'm going to target at the one that is right in Asmo's face.
Are you able to shoot that through 2 massive snakes? And
I doubt
well,
it.
do I have visual on him?
I'd say with how big these snakes are, you probably know.
Okay. What about the one to the furthest to the north?
And
No,
again,
for him as well?
I'd say with the snakes in your way, it is impossible for you to see these guys.
You can
Can
move.
he move and shoot?
Well, yeah, he does have movement. So if he got around to a position that he could see, then maybe.
I'm already in the middle of casting the spell. I don't think I'd be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he can't.
So I'm going
cast
to
and
use
move
the
and cast,
other
I
two
guess.
to purposely miss the lowest boy as a show of force and intimidation that he should surrender.
Tell you what, roll me an intimidation check for that one then.
Okay.
With advantage.
20.
On the
Nice.
ground in front of him, you burn the word yield. And I'm going to check for him. That's really close. Okay, we'll see what he does on his next turn.
Okay.
Guard with Warhammer.
Here
He
we go.
kneels down for a moment. Like, he kind of bows his head as his weapon begins to glow. And he goes for one massive swing at you, Asmo.
Oh shit.
22 to hit, that'll hit.
Oh yeah.
As you take 9 bludgeoning, followed by... So basically you get smacked with this hammer, like right in the chest. And when you think it's done, the sigil in the center of you begins to burn as you are pumped full of what feels to be this massive, thundering, radiant energy.
Oh shit.
As you take an additional 8 radiant damage. And he goes for a second swing for his second
That's
attack.
a lot of damage.
It was, Yeah, but a 16 will not hit you. As he
Nope.
tries to go for a follow-up, you've managed to kind of like back off because you realize you need a little bit of distance here. All right. Plus side, that means he can't use his bonus action to heal, so he's just kind of going for an all-out here. Guard number 2 with the sword and shield. He needs to try to escape this snake. So he's going to try to
Strength
wriggle
check.
his way out, and no, he's not doing that with a 5.
Hey!
His face is starting to turn purple. Can he make attacks while being constricted, or is he considered helpless
He
right
can. They are with disadvantage, though.
now? Okay, so he's going to try to flail as best he can with his attacks. And
He's aiming for me or the snake.
He's aiming for the snake that's grappling him, coiling
All right.
around him right now, as that is the most immediate threat. I don't suppose a 10 will hit.
No, that will miss.
All right. Second attack. He loses the grip on his sword as he's starting to run low on air, and it clatters to the ground next to him. Nat 1.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, this guy's in a bad way. Meanwhile, Giblink and Mr. Wallace are having a bit of a dispute. Wallace is going to attempt to dismount Giblink. Giblink's going to have to do a strength check against... Oh, man. Hold on, I need another character now.
Oh no. Dang it.
As Giblink gets tossed to the ground. Here, I'll have Wallace be represented by actual human male. Wallace runs. He's gone.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Meanwhile, Giblink trying to decide between the two. Let's see what he decides here. I'm just going to roll high-low for him. All right. In the heat of the moment, he pulls out his bow and starts going for the guys that are still with you here. And without disadvantage, he does hit the guy that he does have eyes on here. Let me go back to his stats. 3. All right, this dude takes arrows straight to the back of the calf. And it seems to pin him in place there. And then Giblink pulls out another arrow and decides to go for Wallace. He rolled an exact 10 on my high-low roll, so I'm like, what the fuck do I do there? Unfortunately, he misses the running Wallace. All right. Guard 3, who has now been pinned, or has a arrow going straight through the back of his knee, and has back through his back of his calf. He used to be a guard, and has been intimidated by Denier. He actually matched you, Denier, but I'm calling that as he's getting the fuck out of dodge, and is taking a sprint action.
He entered the sphere.
He does need to end his turn there, is what it said.
Fair enough.
Hold on. Can't. Goddamn stupid horses. Horses, meanwhile, have been getting bludgeoned this whole time. Stupid. Move you to the front. Get on your fucking horse. Okay. Okay. That's about as far as he's getting right now. Yeah, these horses have been tied up, and they're just getting pelted with this storm. You don't know how they're doing. But it's probably not good.
I can imagine.
Yeah. T-Wig, it is your turn.
Okay.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's your turn. It's your turn,
Oh,
Wolfgang.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, I think Wolfgang was supposed to go before the guards, but...
You are correct. That's my bad. I'm sorry. There's a lot of things on this initiative list.
All right. So, could I fire Requiem and then Pistol Whip as my second attack?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same weapon.
All right. And I'll do exactly that. Wolfgang is going to rush up, get behind this guy to have him flanking with Asmo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look over to the guy that ran to his horse. I'm going to fire Requiem once.
All right.
At him, non-lethal. Gonna try to aim for his leg or something.
Non-lethal gun!
I mean, it's possible I could, like,
Blow off
nick
their
his,
kneecap.
Yeah, but nick his ankle or something.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, here we go. Natural 20.
Oh my god!
Oh, there we go.
All right, go for it. Roll damage.
14 piercing.
Oh, the +1. That's still...
All right.
My leg!
As you got the crit, you got the nat 20. I'm going to let you say this is non-lethal. Tell me how this is happening, though. He's basically climbing up on a horse right now as you fire the bolt, or as you fire the gun.
Okay. So he's got like a 1 foot in one of the harnesses.
Yeah, he's got 1 foot on the stirrup, and he's about to kick up on the other side.
All right, with the other foot that he's kicking up off the ground with, I'm going to just completely dead eye, just bam, I blow his foot off. I blow his other foot off.
Okay, so you get that awesome shot of the bullet's perspective as it fires through the barrel, goes between the two horses that are probably dead by now, and hits him right in the ankle. And the ankle just kind of explodes from the center with sinew as this man collapses to the ground and begins to bleed out. For the purposes of this, he is unconscious, but unless this ends soon and you're able to stabilize him, he will die.
All right, and then with I'm going to whip Requiem around in my hand so that I'm holding the barrel, and I'm just gonna try to go for a pistol whip on this back of this guy's head.
All right, go for it.
Also non-lethal. Here we go. 7.
7's not going to be enough. You kind of clang off the back of his helmet, and I guess these things are way sturdier than you expect them to be. You feel a bit of a shock in your wrist.
And for my bonus action, I am going to use another 2 uses of Healing Light to heal Asmo for 2d6.
You can do that at range?
Believe so. I think healing hands is the one that's touch. Yeah, within 60 feet of me.
Okay, cool.
So I heal you for another 6 damage.
Thank you.
All right. Sorry
That
about
guy
that.
messed me up.
Yeah, these ain't your run-of-the-mill guards. T-Wig, now it is your turn.
Do I go for Wallace or do I help?
It's your call. It's your turn.
Because he's off the map, how far from me is Wallace at this point?
Are you even looking for him?
Yeah.
All right, you turn your back on the guard that is being choked out by the snake. You can see Wallace kind of like running down the field.
Okay.
He's I'd say 200 feet and gaining right now.
200 feet in one turn? Okay. Forget that then.
He's been dashing. I mean, I'm estimating here. So if he's off map, he is out of this combat realm.
I think I can hit him. So he was about here, so that'd be 15 plus 30. If I run a full 60... No, he's 200 feet away. Forget it. I can't hit him at all.
All right, if you want me to do the actual math on this.
Yeah, the moment he ran, I knew I was going to go after him, but I just didn't know how far he went because I didn't have a
Okay, he
reference.
started when he dropped Giblink. Would have run... So he's probably about 90 feet away
90 feet away?
from
Okay.
Giblink's position.
I am going to double move to his position. So, the restrained gentleman, if he wants to, can get an attack on me with disadvantage.
He's going to... You know what? Just because he can try, he's going to try to slap you. That is a double nat 20. Holy fuck.
Oh, I'm about to get slapped!
Yeah, you're about to get bonked with a shield really
Bonk
hard.
on the head.
Shield doesn't do a shit ton of damage, but... Yeah, you take 6 bludgeoning damage as you get cracked on the back of the neck with a shield. As you're slithering away, as this man is slowly turning purple and...
So, at this point, he's 80 feet away. I just moved twice, so he's 20 feet away. Alright.
So are you going off map?
Yeah, I'm going off map.
Boink.
And I'm gonna let out a very terrifying snake hiss at him to attempt to get him to stop running.
What's your movement speed as a snake?
30 feet, so I'm double moving, so 60 feet.
Okay.
Same as a human.
Alright, you're scaring the fuck out of him. Go ahead and roll to intimidate if that's what you want to do.
Snake intimidation. It's not great, so I'm gonna use my own.
I mean, yeah, it's your charisma stats. I'm pretty sure you keep your social stats.
Yeah, social stats you keep. As I fumble around here. Where the heck is intimidation? 6!
You're scary enough for him not to understand you and just keeps running like he feels like he fucked up and you're going to eat him, basically.
Fair enough. My snake is going to keep to what its job is, and it's going to bite the current person restrained.
All right.
It will do so with advantage because he is still technically restrained.
He is. Does he take constriction damage as well, or
No,
is this?
it's
Okay,
only
so
the
I'm
initial
splitting
damage.
stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that was the incorrect thing there. Sorry. The first one was a 10, which didn't do anything. The second one's a 9, even worse. The snake tries to bite him and misses.
Yeah, he's just too small. The snake's not sure how to get at him. He has a weird grip on him.
That will end myself and the snake's turn.
All right. So we're back up the list here to Asmo. This guy is... He still looks like he could go, but you're not sure how... You don't think he can go for much longer.
Asmo's gonna activate action surge. So since it takes up one of my bonus action to do that, I get 4
actually,
attacks.
action surge is not a bonus action. It is a
Just an
full-on
ability.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Asmo's...
So you still get your bonus action.
Okay. So Asmo's going to be doing subdue damage.
All right. How do you intend to do this with your murder claws?
Going after his legs.
All right. You're still going to be slicing him up, just so you
Yep.
know. He will be losing blood. But go ahead and click action surge real quick, just to get that on the list here. All right. Yeah. So you get 4 attacks plus your bonus attack.
Asmo pulls out Frostbite and grips it as hard as he can and goes right down to that hammy. All right, 11, nothing.
Yep, that's a miss. You kind of
20.
swing it. That hits. You swing, you get air on the swing back.
9 piercing, 6 cold.
On the swing back, you take out, you literally slice through his knee, and the man falls to the ground. He's bleeding out bad.
Asmo goes for another Frostbite attack. 14.
That'll hit the prone man. Go ahead and roll your damage.
8 piercing, 3 cold.
And as you've stabbed the incapacitated man, he is now dead.
What?
When you took out his knee, I said he went down, and then you went for your next attack.
Oh, I didn't know he was prone.
Yeah, we didn't know he was.
I said you cut off his knee,
Yeah, he said that.
and then you stabbed him when he was prone.
Did he cut out? I didn't hear that myself.
I heard it.
Yeah, it just sounded like you said I sliced his knee. I didn't know he was on the prone on the ground.
Yeah, you cut off his leg, and then stabbed him when he was on the ground.
Okay.
Your adrenaline just kept you going, slicing at him. All right. With that, Denier, it is now your turn.
How's this
Unless
boy looking?
Asmo would like to move, or...
No, I'm good.
All right.
How's the boy that's looking all wrapped up in the snakes looking?
He's looking like he's starting to regain some air as the snake has kind of loosened up. He's fumbling around trying to get his sword right now.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with a magic missile. Just a normal level 1 magic missile. Nine damage. And I do
Alright.
not hit anybody with a Dundable.
All right, this guy gets pelted across the face with arcane balls.
You know, if you just give up, we'll make it easier on you. We don't want blood on our hands. He has no idea
Go ahead.
what's
Go ahead
going
and go ahead and roll persuade.
on. All right. 12.
He throws his shield to the ground and holds his hands in the air.
Atta lad.
All right. Meanwhile, T-Wig, as this combat has ended, you're chasing down Mr. Wallace, who is still fleeing at you at top speed.
Yeah, the moment he hits difficult terrain, I'll probably be able to catch up with him.
All right. Well, you know that you're in fields for a good long while, so this is going to be a stamina battle at that point.
Okay, I'll keep going. I'm just going to keep chasing him down.
All right. I want you both to roll athletics then.
$16.
All right. He seems to be gaining a little bit of an edge on you. As you are currently chasing him down the field, he is letting like pure adrenaline just push him forward. You're not sure what's going through his mind, and you can't communicate as a snake.
No, I can't. I'm going to stick on him, though. I'm going to keep running.
All right. I'm going to go with best of 3 on these athletics checks to keep see who.
I mean, if I can't outrun him, then I'm going to summon something to catch up with him if I need to.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's try one more time. See if you catch up with him.
Okay. 13.
He trips in a gopher hole. He rolled a nat 1.
I'm going to coil around him, and I'm
Yep.
going to drag him back.
You got him, and he is screaming and just, no! No! Please, I didn't mean to! Please, don't kill me! I wasn't gonna say anything! Please!
Just drag him back. I'm not going to untransform. I have him coiled up at the moment, so.
All right. So you guys are all back in front of the tavern.
Connor? Does Wolfgang have Revivify?
Yeah. I say, Denier, spell off now, black. Grab Stumpy. And I crack my and I say, you, the guy who surrendered, you don't fucking move.
Okay.
I pick up the guy that Asmo stabbed, and I'm going to push my hand into his chest, and I'll cast Revivify.
All right, you're able to bring him back from the brink of death. Mama! Ah!
That's right. I'm your mama now.
He looks down and he realizes he's still minus a leg. Ah! The 2 horses that were in the storm are dead.
Yeah, rip horses.
Well, I'm also going to heal Stumpy.
Make sure you tie him up.
The one that you blasted the foot off of.
Yeah, I blasted him.
All right, so you got 2 guys minus a leg, and 1 guy who's still being held by a massive constrictor snake. And now T-Wig is entering the scene, dragging a screaming and kicking Wallace. Please, I promise I wasn't gonna do anything. I'm scared.
Down. Bring him here. Let him go.
Okay, I do so. And then I'm going to jump out, and I'm going to drop for him, and I'm going to pull all the rope from my explorer's pack, and I'm going to start tying all these guys up.
I'll hand over my rope as well.
From the roof of the tavern, you actually hear a... Oh, that was fucking beautiful! Oh!
Asmo looks up,
wonderful.
still like flexing and really intense right now. Like just...
You see a very short-statured person in a black cloak, and as they remove the hood of the black cloak, you see the unmistakable the unmistakable face of a very bubbly, gnomish girl. You were fucking blasting them right shites with lightning, and then you cut off his bleeding leg, and you shot off his... Oh, I like you.
I'm glad someone's having a good time.
Oh, it's fucking wonderful. This book is boring, though. Just tosses it back on the ground.
I'm gonna like shove good berries into our prisoners.
What is the book the Jester's book?
Yes.
Gus.
Oh, god damn it.
See, I figured if I followed you around enough that I'd find something, then, well, here we are.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, right. Hello there. My name's Flicks. Nice to meet you.
Flex?
Flicks or
Flicks.
Flex?
F-L-I-X.
Oh, Flicks. Oh, that's even more badass.
Yeah, she's got this kind of like medium length black hair, and they have like these glowing purple highlights. Like they're actually luminescent. She kind of sits at the edge of the tavern's roof and just kind of like dangles her little legs off.
Asmo just whistles.
Denier, grab your book.
Denier, where have I heard that? Denier, you're the one that blasted that righteous dragon prick! I'll have to get your autograph later.
Interesting way to look about it. Denier pulls back his hood.
2 sides to every story, remember that, gnome? Flicks.
Oh, as I'm aware.
So why you been following us? Stealing
why?
our book?
Can we talk
Don't-
somewhere maybe a bit more private and a little less out in the open? No offense. But we have like 4 prisoners now.
That's true.
You lot are
Hey, we can-
interesting. I like this a lot. I think I'll stick around.
Asmo still has his blade up.
Let's go. You support Stumpy here.
Who are you referring to?
Just one of the guys.
Which one? The one that's gasping for air, or the one that has no leg, or the one that doesn't have a foot?
Yeah, the one without a foot, the one without a leg.
I'll probably I'll take the guy who I shot his foot off.
All right, you do have one horse at your disposal, and a giant constrictor snake for as long as it lasts.
Lasts an hour, so it's still up.
All right.
It's huge, so it could probably carry like 3 people, I'm sure.
Yeah, you can lay one of the legless dudes across its back as it's still holding on to the other dude.
Yeah,
And Giblink is gonna hop back on Wallace, and this time just keep a knife to his throat.
Search the horse's saddlebags.
Through the chunky meat of the dead horses. Go ahead and roll me a survival check.
10.
You find a lot of horse viscera. You also
horse
find a
juice.
whole bunch of horse juice and some blood-stained wanted posters.
I'll take the bloodstained wanted posters. Figure
Yeah.
Asmo might like them.
Asmo looks up
You
at.
find about 20 gold or 20 silver as well.
Where are we walking with them now? Are we just like walking back into the? Are there any woods nearby us, or are we just in the middle of a giant field?
You're still in the middle of a giant field. Wild's Edge is still about an hour or two's journey away by foot, and the woods are just beyond that. It's a medium-sized town, so you'd have to go a bit out of your way to get around it. The little gnomish girl's looking down at you. So what are you planning on hiding?
Good question. Got any suggestions there?
I have me ways. Depends who's asking.
Asmo?
Asmo. Name rings a bell. Not sure why.
No. I get around a little bit. Not too much, though.
Well, that makes 2 of us then.
Quick question for you.
I'm guessing she jumps off and gets on the ground.
Yep, she kind of hops and does like a little flip and does like the little ta-da stance as she lands on the ground.
If you want to be helpful here, let me ask you a question.
Didn't say I wanted it to be, but let's hear it.
Those guys on the way back to Silver Rock or heading from Silver Rock?
These boys here?
Yeah.
I'm guessing they were stopping by just to drop off those. Points over to the wanted posters.
Now, I'm curious if they already put the wanted posters up in Wild's Edge yet.
Hard to say. Ain't been back since...
Did you see him ride in?
Well, I was
Did
just
they
hanging out
ride in?
around here. You know, following you lot.
Okay.
Would you like to make an insight check on her at all?
I mean, yeah.
You have to
That
call
one.
these things out.
Just,
Okay.
So you gotta know, Nick.
Yeah, no worries.
I'm cursed.
She is very hard to read. Incredibly hard. Like, she is an enigma right now to you. Like, you're not sure what she's thinking or what she's looking for or even what she's doing. Or why. Especially why.
Speaking of the wanted posters, Wolfgang is going to go over to the message board, grab all of them, and then Sacred Flame to burn them all.
Ugh, what am I going to get to autograph? I suppose they'll have more.
Help us carry these guys. Help us carry these guys. I'll give you a personal scar. Come on. Keep moving there. You started this fight. We finished it.
I started nothing.
I'm talking to these guys.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
All right. As you blink up, you notice that her cloak is magic. The dagger on her belt is magic. She has a ring that is magic. Her hair is magic, in fact. Some sort of enchantment. Illusion magic.
Okay.
And her boots are magic.
Damn. She loaded up.
She's got connections.
So how long did it take you to break through my wards?
Oh, those things? I've been breaking through those since I was a wee sprite. Not long. Just takes a lot of practice.
Mm-hmm.
Knowledge history. Have I ever heard of Flicks in the crime scene?
Go ahead.
18.
You've heard tale of a very, very efficient gnomish Fey runner. So if this, like, who just, like, she really gets the job done, although this one that you've heard of usually travels with a half ogre.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Okay.
But you're guessing by the description and by her attitude and by the stories that you've heard that this is her.
I've heard about. Wait, your name was Flicks, right?
Aye, that'd be me.
Oh, I've heard of you. Don't you normally run with a big old half ogre?
Her face, her smile kind of dissipates for a moment. I usually do.
Insight.
Go for it. With advantage, just because
15.
you brought up something that's you're definitely getting that there's some sort of painful, like, sort of loss there. You're not sure whether it's betrayal or whether he died or something else, but you're definitely telling that there was a unintended split that happened between them.
Didn't mean to bring up a sore spot.
Nah, it's all right. I suppose I deserve it for stealing your book a little.
Well,
Well, if you'll
be
come
fair.
with me, I'll pay you
Be
back.
fair.
I suppose I got a little hideout.
you have a hideout, huh?
Yeah.
Why
Don't
would
we
you
all?
open it up to us, a couple of wanted criminals wanted by the dragons?
Call it a gut feeling.
Insight.
All right, go ahead.
18.
Yay.
You get the feeling that those that are wanted by the dragons, especially somebody that attempted to kill one of her kind of people.
Okay. All right.
And you guys literally did just completely rough up a whole crew of people from Silver Rock.
How far away is your hideout?
Not too far. I don't like staying in town.
Fair enough. Guys,
Just
I think
overrise
she's up.
those hills over yonder. Kind of points back behind her towards the low rolling hills that seem to be the back of the mountains that if you travel over them for, a day and a half, you'd get to Silver Rock.
All right. Wait, so you cut it. You said it's like just like a.
Basically, they're they're rolling hills. Hold on, let me look at the map. I'll just show you exactly where it would be on this map here. There's some rolling hills that are just beyond the mountain, just kind of like around this area.
Okay.
So yeah, it's about a equidistant walk to Wild's Edge that it would be to where she's implying to go.
Okay. Asmo looks at the three guys essentially that they have all beaten up. Asmo looks at the horse.
Why don't we throw these guys over the horse and bring them along?
I think my snake was carrying them.
Yeah, Snake's carrying two of them.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah,
Snake's
and
over dragging 'em.
Giblink has Wallace at like knife point, and the other horse would, the living horse would do well to carry the last stumpy dude.
All right. We throw the Asmo grabs the stumpy guy and throws him over the horse and leaves it by the reins.
Take us to your abode.
All right, come on this way. She starts.
Should we
leading you
blindfold
on.
these guys first? We should probably blindfold them.
Don't worry, I got ways of dealing with them.
You're not killing them.
Who said anything about killing you, right, Daft? What are you? Like,
A man in
You-
armor.
strange armor.
It's new fancy armor from the Dragon Town.
It's fancy and all glowy like. I'll have to ask more questions about you. Anyway, let's go. And you start trailing off behind her as she leads you off towards the hill lands outside of the growth. And this is where we will end today's session.